because I just didn't have any more ideas on how to fix it. Hey, I'm Giga, and if you've been to this channel before, you've probably seen me painting or drawing or doing some sort of artistic stuff, and that's not what we're going to be doing today. Today, we're going to be starting a new series that's going to be me cooking foods from around the world. But since it's the first episode, I thought we need to start from home. And there's only one real option of something I need to cook from Portugal. And if you've known me or followed me on Instagram for any amount of time, you probably can guess what that is. Yeah, of course, Pastéis de Nata. The famous Portuguese custard tarts that everybody loves and that I especially love.
My life is complete again.
But I've never actually cooked them before, so I thought it'd be a fun challenge. Oh, but don't worry, the art is not gonna stop. I'm just gonna be using this channel to showcase different interests that I have. So for now it's gonna be art and cooking, and in the future maybe something else. But yeah, let's start with the cooking now. The air is up, we're ready. Oh, and I should tell you something about my style of cooking. I generally look at a recipe and then kind of riff off of it. So I'll put the recipe in the description, and yeah, now it asks for some amount of flour, so I'm just gonna wing it and see how it goes. So the recipe might not come out very great, but at least you might learn from my mistakes. And now we let it rest for 15 minutes.
A few minutes later.
Now we're gonna stretch the dough and just laminate a bunch of butter. That's what's gonna make it all flaky and delicious. Yeah. The idea is that we roll this dough into a square, but I'm horrible at making anything squared, so we'll see how this goes. Especially since this dough is super wet and it won't. Stop sticking! Again and again. Stop sticking! I don't have an offset spatula, so I thought I'd just use a normal spatula for greater surface area. But it was not a great idea. It's not working great. See, I'm just gonna use a regular knife. We spread the butter over 2/3 of the dough, then fold it like a pamphlet, turn and repeat. Easier said than done when the dough keeps sticking to everything. Oh no! No! And we just repeat the process. Dust off excess flour, add butter, fold and turn. Now we do one final layer of butter and then we roll it up. Not entirely sure how well this went, because this looks way too thick compared to the recipe that I saw. I'm just gonna cut it into pieces so it fits in the fridge better, and I'm gonna let them rest overnight. Also, just realized I probably shouldn't be wearing black when I'm playing around with flour. Well, see you tomorrow. new day. The dough has slept all that it's needed, and all that's missing now is the custard, assembling, and baking. So let's do that, but I still don't have a scale, so we're still gonna need to wing it a little bit. But first, let me just finish my tea. So nice and warm. For the custard, we're gonna need some egg yolks, some flour, some sugar. What am I lying? A lot of sugar, some cinnamon, some vanilla, and milk. Oh, and maybe a lemon. Wait. Maybe a little bit of lemon peel. So we're gonna whisk a little bit of flour with some milk. How much flour? Who knows? Maybe too much flour. Okay, so now we're gonna flavor the milk with the cinnamon and the little bit of lemon peel. Here goes the sugar and the water. I don't have a scale, but I do have a thermometer, so maybe I can check if the sugar is at the right level. It needs to get to 100 degrees, I think that's what it said. 98, 99. It's at 100. Turn off. Now we're gonna mix this here. And now slowly pour the sugar. Add a little pinch of vanilla. Maybe a little more. Oops, I missed. Now we're supposed to let this cool down a little bit before we add the eggs. I don't know if I had enough flour because these seems pretty liquidy. It smells good though. Well, in the meantime, I'm gonna separate the yolks from the white. Is that what it's called in English? Ah! No, it had to be the last one. How do I do this now? Does this work? I don't know. Yeah, it did work. Now I'm all dirty. These looks too liquid, so I'm just gonna put some more flour. Still definitely too liquid. Let's do more. And finally, we add the eggs. Well, this was looking a little weird at the beginning, very liquidy, but I think we might have saved it. We'll see. Now we're gonna set this aside, roll the pastry, and start assembling. Let's see how this comes out. Also, you can see I learned I don't have any black pants today. I don't have any black pants today. Black pants today. And supposedly we could see a swirl of butter. I don't know if we can see anything, but let's assume that is one. And then we put them here and press it in from the middle out using your thumb. That was better. We're improving. This first batch is going to be a test run. I still have 2 more logs of dough and also about 2/3 of custard left. So let's see how this go and then we can adjust. So let's check it out. The pastry looks good. It's like somewhat flaky. It looks crunchy. Ooh, it sounds crunchy. The problem is the custard that looks a little bit cakey. Yeah, definitely a little bit cakey. Let's see how it tastes. The flavors are all there. It's just a little bit too much flour in the custard. So let's just make a new custard, I guess, with less flour. Why did I add more flour? Maybe I was right the first time around. But it's so good. You already know this part, so let's speed it up. And now, for the real test, let's taste it with a little bit of cinnamon. Okay, that's closer. It's still not there, but... So you can see, it's still a little floury for some reason. Even though I didn't put much flour this time. It's flaky and crunchy, and it tastes great. It's just not exactly a pastel de nata. Okay, let's have a one-on-one. It's day 3 now, and I thought I was gonna end this video yesterday when the second batch didn't work, because I just didn't have any more ideas on how to fix it. They tasted great, but they were still too cakey, and I didn't know what to do. But I thought about it a little more when I was sleeping in my bed, and I think I might have been over baking them, and I still have a third of the dough left. So there's one more chance that we might be able to do this. Keep your fingers crossed. This time we're gonna nail it, I hope. Because I'm not gonna make any more dough. Or more pastries, because otherwise I'm gonna roll to the second episode of this. But let's try it. Can you guess which ones went back into the oven? Yeah, me too. But I decided to take them out before they got even dark, because the crust was already getting a little bit too dark. So I think it's just because my oven doesn't get hot enough, or at least I'm gonna blame it on some excuse that I can't control, because my oven was in the maximum setting, maximum temperature, I don't know. And now let's go for the real, final, ultimate taste test. Nice. It's creamy and delicious. Yay, nailed it. Pastry is delicious. The middle is creamy. And with a happy belly, we get to the end of this episode. Please put in the comments if you have any suggestions for what I should do for the next episode. Right now I'm thinking either ramen or baklava, because I haven't had either of them in ages, and they both sound delicious and really challenging to make, so it would be a fun video. But yeah, if you have any recommendations, put it in the comments down below, and if you want to see what I get up to in the next episode, make sure to subscribe to the channel. But yeah, right now I'm just gonna go eat all of this and roll to the next episode. But yeah, see you there. Bye. Ooh, that was good. Nice. I'm happy.